Hi, and welcome to TCM. I'm Michael Phillips of the Chicago Tribune. Tonight, we are wallowing in movies about Hollywood. And up next is a Hollywood story that has been remade and remade again. From producer David O. Selznick and director William Wellman, it's the 1937 version of A Star is Born. Wellman and writer Robert Carson came up with the storyline about the romance between two Hollywood stars, one on the rise and one on a long slide down into alcoholic despair. The stars who played this couple were on career paths just the opposite of their characters. Janet Gaynor, who plays Vicki Lester, was in fact nearing the end of her movie career, which peaked in the silent film era. And Frederick March, who plays the famous actor at the end of his rope, was near the beginning of a career that would last well into the 1970s. The major Hollywood studios were reluctant to film Wellman's story, but Selznick had made a similar film 5 years earlier at RKO, a really good one, called What Price Hollywood, and he was eager to take on the new project. The producer then went behind Wellman's back, recruiting a small army of writers to rework the script, including Dorothy Parker and her husband, Alan Campbell. Selznick, never lacking in confidence, is said to have done some of the rewriting himself. Wellman finally had to turn to his agent, Myron Selznick, David's brother, to get the other Selznick off his back. Wellman had the last laugh, though. He and Carson received Oscars for Best Original Story. With the cast including Adolphe Menjou and May Robeson in glorious Technicolor from 1937, here's A Star is Born. Though this Hollywood folktale has had a lot of unofficial remakes, A Star is Born has been officially remade only twice. Director George Cukor gave us the 1954 version starring Judy Garland and James Mason, and in 1976, we had a version set in the world of rock music from director Frank Pearson, starring Barbra Streisand and Chris Christopherson as the doomed couple. Up next, Kirk Douglas plays a ruthless Hollywood producer who makes plenty of enemies as he claws his way to the top. Stay with us.